The Hollow Earth Enigma, Unearthing a Hidden World of Advanced Beings. The air was thick with anticipation as seasoned explorer, Dr. Amelia Hartley, embarked on the most daring expedition of her career. For years, she had been obsessed with the legend of Hollow Earth, a hidden world nestled deep beneath the Earth's crust, said to be home to a race of advanced beings. Her journey led her to a remote and treacherous region in the heart of the Arctic. The wind howled, and snowdrifts rose like ocean waves, threatening to swallow her and her small team of skilled adventurers. Armed with state-of-the-art equipment and a fierce determination, they pressed on through the unforgiving terrain, driven by the tantalizing prospect of uncovering a secret world untouched by the passage of time. Finally, after weeks of traversing the icy expanse, they stumbled upon a hidden cave obscured by centuries-old ice formations. Excitement surged through Amelia as she realized that this cave might hold the key to unraveling the enigmatic legend that had consumed her for so long. As they ventured deeper into the cavern, the temperature began to rise, and an eerie luminescence filled the air, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The team's excitement grew with every step they took, but it was tempered with a growing sense of unease. There was something unnatural about this place, as though the very air they breathed was charged with a primal, otherworldly energy. The cave's walls seemed to come alive with strange symbols and markings, hinting at the existence of an ancient civilization that had long been forgotten by the world above. As they ventured further into the cavern's depths, Amelia couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched by unseen eyes, lurking in the shadows just beyond their torchlight. Unbeknownst to them, they were about to stumble upon a realm beyond their wildest imagination, and their presence would not go unnoticed. The cave's passageways twisted and turned, leading the team deeper into the bowels of the earth. The otherworldly glow intensified, casting an ethereal light upon their surroundings. It was as though they had entered a realm where the laws of nature no longer applied. Eventually, they reached an expansive chamber, the likes of which none of them had ever seen. The ceiling soared high above them, draped in luminescent stalactites that bathed the cavern in a ghostly hue. At the center of the chamber stood a massive, intricately carved stone door, adorned with symbols that seemed to pulse with a mysterious energy. With bated breath, Amelia reached out and placed her hand upon the door. The moment her skin made contact with the ancient stone, the symbols began to glow with an otherworldly light, and the door slowly creaked open, revealing a tunnel that led further into the unknown. As the team hesitantly stepped through the doorway, they were met with a sight that left them breathless. Before them lay an enormous underground city, illuminated by a soft, golden light that seemed to emanate from the very stones themselves. It was as if they had stumbled upon a long-lost civilization, frozen in time and hidden away from the world above. The explorers marveled at the advanced technology and architectural wonders that filled the subterranean metropolis. It was clear that this city had been built by a civilization far more advanced than anything they had ever encountered. As they ventured further into the city, they couldn't help but feel a growing sense of unease. It was eerily quiet, with no sign of life or any indication of what had become of the city's inhabitants. It was then that Amelia began to notice the eyes that seemed to peer at them from the shadows, following their every move. The feeling of being watched intensified, and she couldn't shake the sense that they were not alone. As they delved deeper into the abandoned city, they would soon discover the terrifying truth behind the legend of Hollow Earth, and find themselves face to face with a force beyond their comprehension. The team continued to explore the abandoned city, feeling an overwhelming sense of unease that grew with every step they took. They came across a massive, ornate library filled with ancient tomes and scrolls, written in a language none of them could decipher. Despite their inability to read the texts, the imagery within the books hinted at the incredible knowledge and advanced technology the inhabitants of this hidden world possessed. As they studied the library, Amelia couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The eyes she had seen earlier seemed to be everywhere, lurking just beyond the edge of her vision. The unease among the team members was palpable, and Amelia could sense that they were all on edge. Suddenly, a chilling scream echoed through the chamber, making everyone jump. They raced towards the source of the sound, only to find one of their team members, Peter, lying motionless on the ground. His eyes were wide open, filled with terror, as if he had seen something unspeakable. The remaining explorers gathered around Peter, their hearts pounding in their chests. Amelia examined him and realized that, despite appearing unharmed, Peter was dead. His lifeless eyes seemed to be locked onto something in the distance, and Amelia hesitantly followed his gaze. There, standing in the shadows, was a being unlike anything they had ever seen. It was humanoid in appearance, but taller and more slender than any human. Its skin was a pale, luminous blue, and its eyes, the eyes Amelia had been seeing, were a vibrant, glowing violet. It was one of the advanced beings who had once inhabited the city, and it had been watching them all along. Before the team could react, the being vanished into the shadows, leaving them reeling with fear and confusion. They realized that they were not alone in this hidden world, and that the beings who had once called it home still lingered in the darkness. As the explorers attempted to comprehend the horror they had just witnessed, they knew that they had to find a way out of the Hollow Earth before it was too late. But how could they escape the watchful gaze of the beings who had silently observed their every move? As the team's hearts raced and their minds were filled with thoughts of escape, they decided to retrace their steps and find their way back to the surface. The eerie, glowing eyes of the advanced beings seemed to follow them wherever they went, silently observing their every move. Tension and terror filled the air as they navigated the ancient city, feeling like prey hunted by an unseen predator. While traversing the abandoned streets, they encountered more signs of the beings' advanced technology. They discovered a room filled with strange, intricate machines that hummed with an unknown energy, and a massive chamber containing a crystal-clear pool of water that seemed to hold untapped power. Amelia realized that the knowledge contained within this hidden world could change the course of human history, but the terrifying presence of the beings cast a dark shadow over their discoveries. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they stumbled upon the entrance to the cave system that had led them to the hidden world. Relief washed over them as they realized that they might have a chance to escape the nightmare they had uncovered. As they prepared to leave, Amelia couldn't help but wonder what other secrets and horrors lay hidden within the depths of the earth, and whether they could truly outrun the beings who had been watching them. The team began their ascent, their hearts heavy with the knowledge that they were leaving behind a world of untold wonders and horrors. The shadows seemed to grow darker, and the eyes of the advanced beings seemed to multiply, their piercing violet gaze burning into Amelia's soul. With every step, she felt an overwhelming sense of dread, as if she were leaving something crucial behind, something that might change the course of human history, for better or for worse. As they neared the surface, the walls of the cave began to tremble, and the team could sense that the beings were growing more agitated, their eyes flickering with an urgency that sent shivers down their spines. Suddenly, Amelia felt a force pulling her back towards the hidden world, as if the beings were trying to prevent their escape. Her fellow explorers reached out to grab her, their fingers just inches away from her outstretched hand. Amelia's fate hangs in the balance. The question remains, did she and her team narrowly escape the clutches of the advanced beings, or were they doomed to remain trapped in the hidden world forever? We invite you, dear viewers, to ponder this cliffhanger and let us know what you think happens next. Share your theories in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this thrilling tale of mystery and suspense, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching this episode of Wonders of the Unknown. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to explore more captivating stories that will take you to the edges of your imagination. Until next time, stay curious and keep wondering.